Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Now, my channel is devoted to money, specifically you making money with the CS market. We've covered long-term investments, we've covered free giveaways, we have covered trade-ups, but there's another tool that I think all investors should know. It's called arbitrage. Basically, it's just a mismatch in prices between services. You buy from A, you sell at B, and you pocket the difference. People have made thousands of dollars with this method, and I think you can too. Now, the average person just getting into arbitrage might be looking for trades themselves, but this is horribly inefficient. I would recommend something like Price Empire, because it's very customizable. Not only do they give you the trades on a silver platter, but there are a bunch of filters and even presets you can use to find just what you need. Now, these filters are the ones I use myself. They've given me a lot of success, but I would recommend find your own. Cut out the bullshit, get what you need, and leave the rest. Now, there are some fundamentals I think we should go over. I've color-coded them. For green, it's nice to know, but it's not night and day. But for red, if you don't know it, if you don't keep it in mind, it could eat into your profit margins by a huge percentage. Now, getting into it, try to optimize your buying and selling fees. I think this one is pretty easy. The less you pay in fees, the more goes into your pocket. Now, lower price means a higher margin. If an item starts at $1, it'll have much higher margins than an item starting at 100, because when you're throwing around that much money, nobody wants to overpay by that much. Now, you should always double check your prices, both for buying and selling. I've seen errors from Price Empire. They're not perfect, so just make sure you know what you're putting your money into. Now, spreading your funds across multiple items is really important. If you put all your eggs in one basket, and you drop the basket, you're shit out of luck. So make sure you spread out your money. A diversified portfolio is a safe portfolio. And finally, for the green, buying cases in bulk can be consistent profit. Even after taxes, I've seen 15 to 20% profit buying and selling my own Dreams and Nightmares cases. So if it works for me, I'm willing to bet it'll work for you too. Now moving on to the yellow, higher traffic usually means lower margins. If something is selling 20 times a day, you're not going to get the best margins. You'll still get a good deal, but you usually have to make a trade-off between margins and traffic. Moving on, too high of margins could mean an undesirable or manipulated item. If you see an MP9 skin going for 600%, either Price Empire made an error or the item's getting manipulated. So again, make sure you know what you're putting your money into before you put your money into it. And finally, try to consider floats, patterns, stickers, things like that. There are a lot of services that don't even factor that into the price. So if you see a really low float, if you see an expensive sticker, if you see a nice charm, anything like that, it could mean that you get a snag and you make some extra money, which who doesn't love that? Finally, moving into the red. New items, low traffic items, and recently discontinued items can have really volatile prices. So make sure you look at the recent sales, you see what it sells for, you see what you can buy it for, and you make an educated decision. And finally, don't use items from the in-game store. If it sells for $1 inside the game, it's not going to go higher than $1 anywhere else. Now, I do have an announcement before the end of the video. My last video got more likes than views. I do not know how this happens, but I think something nefarious happened. So, the Budapest sticker capsule opening video and this video's trade up are gonna be pushed back. I know it sucks, but I want to make sure everything is above board, both for you and for me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It tells me I did a good job, and it tells YouTube you want to see more content like this. If you didn't enjoy the video, feel free to leave a dislike and tell me why in the comments. And while you're down there, if you could comment about any of these things, I would much appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.